Alrighty guys, so we're all saving and we're all preparing for the movie collaboration banner. Now I kind of want to make sure that we're all at a group understanding on why we're saving, right? This is kind of furthermore to make sure that any temptation in our mind, because of course on the 16th we get a new banner, but if we save and we stay strong, then potentially the end results could be something amazing in terms of going for a character that is still meta today on JP. So let me break down YUTA so that way we can understand on why this character is probably going to be the most wanted character through the collaboration as a whole, and in general when it comes to, as we say, the first batch of characters to drop on global. This is probably going to be everyone's #1 priority, as in this is a character that you must get. This is a character that's going to be a chase character. And the first thing which I will say straight off the bat on why that is, first and foremost, red typing. YUTA is pretty much going to be the #1 red attacking character. And again, let me say this one more time, he is still meta for JP to this day. I mean, there's the half anniversary did kind of open up a little bit in terms of to say that maybe he's second or first best, but that's for a later time. For right now, let's just focus on what Global is going to be getting, and yes, Global is going to be getting their #1 red unit, and that is YUTA, of course. Even right now, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it or have had that effect to where you're doing a run and you see that the red typing is the advantage play, and we don't really have much to work with in that circle outside of May, of course. So when YUTA comes into play, that coverage is going to be pretty much sorted. And the thing is that JP is on its way for the first anniversary, so to say that he is meta from practically near enough a whole year, or close to a whole year, we'll say that alone should tell you that how great of a character this unit is. Now, the one thing which I will mention, the energy cost for this unit in terms of the consumption, it is slightly high up there, so that's something that I'm just going to throw out there for you guys to keep aware of. But just to go through the kit, increases own black flash rate by 3 turns. If anyone who doesn't know what black flash is, it's essentially works in the same way as like getting a crit basically. If you watch your animations closely, you'll see like these black flashes. This counts for all characters, just FYI. I did see someone asking about that on wondering what that was. It's basically a crit essentially, so it adds more to it. So that's something to take note of. So skill 1 deals 120, so melee taijutsu. Right, we've already got some good buffers already in the game when it comes to the whole taijutsu play. I've gone over some res and SRs in the previous video. Take a note of that one if you would like to. So that's going to be fairly solid. So level 1, 120, 126, 133, 140, 146, 153, 160, and it goes all the way to 180. Okay, so that's just a regular attack. Nothing going on crazy right there. Second skill deals 90%. It's AoE Jujutsu damage. Decreases all enemies' critical resistance by 15%, and then depending on the own Jujutsu and enemies' remaining HP, it can instantly kill the enemy. Some enemies are excluded as given. So pretty much what has the free-to-play Mahito has in terms of, depending on the HP remaining, you can insta-kill enemies, which is fantastic. But on the spot, AoE crit resistance, that's going to be setting up characters that are all about those crit damages. So I mean, even though YUTA is a bit of an attacker, he has that leniency of providing that nice little support. So that's also another big reason why you want to make sure that you are over preparing yourself, because as a free-to-play character, as a free-to-play player, this character is going to hold a lot of value for us, a lot of value. So your skill 3 will probably be your hardest hitting skill out of the basic skills, because of course with this skill it's YUTA doing this damage, and you also have the assistance. That's why you've got 4 percentages at play of Rika coming in too. So you got 4 hits coming in, which is very nice. This will be like a big damage dealer, I will say. So this is something that you might want to capitalize on, boosting up, of course. And then the ultimate, you deal 1000 range Jujutsu damage AoE, increases own taijutsu by 20%, increases own Jujutsu by 20%, and then at that point you can't fill up the skill gauge. Oh, sorry, the ultimate gauge by Phatom, which makes complete sense. So realistically, if we're looking at it in how would you want to, I mean, well then again, you drop the skill 2 because that's AoE, right? So that way you can get that crit going off, or the crit resistance drop. Do the ultimate, lead into your 3rd skill, big numbers to be accomplished. Big numbers to be. But this ultimate, low-key, is insane. So that's what's the cap at? Jesus. Okay. Combination with the ally. So damage by increases own and combo allies damage by 10%, and then you deal 100% range Jujutsu damage to all enemies. That's not too bad, to be fair. Okay. So when it comes to the passive, at the start of each turn, if an ally's HP is 60% or below and own curse energy is 10 or above, recover all allies' HP by 25%. Exclude self, deals low damage to cursed spirits. Decreases own curse energy by 10, increases own taijutsu damage by 10, same for Jujutsu damage by 10, and then fills own ultimate skill gauge by 200 up to 3 times during a battle. So got some nice little supportive healing going on there. It's only a 3-time usage, but not too bad. See, this is kind of one of the big reasons why I'm just like, I don't really run a healer, because it's just like, if we've got supports coming in that's kind of mitigating damage, and now we've got YUTA who's going to be giving us HP, that's kind of like clearing up jobs in terms of giving us more of an option on building a better team, if that makes sense, right? Now, the good thing about right now on what we can actually make sure of is obviously with YUTA, looking at the build of him, if you do have a memory card that provides you with taijutsu and Jujutsu boosting, then technically speaking, you're technically ahead of the game. So like right now, I know I have one that buffs me up on both ends in terms of giving me physical and ranged boost. So technically, I do have. So well, when it comes to the release of this character, I don't need to hunt or go for the memory card. I have to find out what it is. But anyway, so overall, again, just showing you guys a little bit of gameplay so you guys can get an idea of YUTA, of course, and how he's working. Again, will be the top tier red character for a hot minute for global, up until, well, no, he'll still hold a lot of value even after half anniversary. Half anniversary, you have your choices, but yeah, to say that even with the JP side, I think that he is still top tier in terms of, if you want to know from a tier list format, YUTA is top tier, like on Gojo tier level type, if high tier SS, just to put it like that. So yeah, a lot of value to be gained for this set character. I know that Geto is now in the equation for the movie collaboration banner. I will do a separate video talking about that man, just to give you guys a little bit of information, so because I know some people might want to cater to Geto, but in terms of both of these units, their typing, the role they play, the amount of value to be gained from a long-term perspective, because at the end of the day, especially if you're in a free-to-play looking at this, right, in a free-to-play standpoint, characters that hold longevity, that hold meta for almost 11 months, those are the characters we should be aiming for. Those are the characters that are worth spending our gems for. And it's crazy to say, but like, you know, we've just had global launch and already we're set to get one of those characters. Now, thankfully, after that, we can kind of rest up easy. We won't have to go as crazy in terms of having to skip a fair few banners, so we'll be a-okay. So hopefully we can pull them early on and then we'll be good. But the end result with YUTA right now is that red attacker, best one, high amount damage, good little supportive play going on throughout his pass. I mean, this ultimate is cracked. Oh, I love this ultimate. The fact that this is AoE too, boys. Imagine that and Gojo's ultimate together. Whew, we're going to be clean in house. You know what? I'm just going to put it into this perspective. Junpei, who's going to be releasing on the 16th for global, right? On JP dropped on the 30th of November. Actually fairly close. 15 days later, being on the 15th of December, YUTA then released. This is why I say, once we get the next update on the 16th, they could very well drop the movie collaboration banner either at the end of November or in the beginning of December. So it's crucial now more than ever that you don't summon and that you save. Oh, there's the passive popping off. There you go. So this is why I'm just kind of making sure that we're all at a understanding. This man is here, nearly here. Prepare yourself. And the crazy thing is, wait, I just realized. Global gets YUTA. JP gets the first year anniversary Sukuna. Oh my god.